No women attraction is good on semen retention. So for all you guys that don't have no women attraction on semen retention, it's actually a good thing. See, a lot of these guys, they get on here on YouTube, brag about all this woman attraction. And I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them, they're relapsing to this woman attraction. They relapsing. You know, they bragging and lying about they this, they that. But a lot of these guys, you know, they're doing semen retention for woman attraction. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And they end up relapsing because they're getting too much woman attraction. They can't handle it. They don't really have no real discipline on semen retention. So women attraction, if you get no women attraction, that's the best thing that you can get on semen retention. Because for the guys that's getting women attraction on semen retention, that's getting a lot of it, and they haven't lowered up, they have to worry about all these women distracting them while they at the bottom. They have to worry about that. Let me say this again. The guys that's getting a lot of women attraction that's at the bottom, that's not where they want to be in life, they're distracted by that as well. They're getting a little distracted by that as well. But guys, for the guys that are getting no women attraction, like you, if you're getting no women attraction, you don't have to worry about the distractions. See, you really supposed to be getting the women attraction as you climb up or when you get to the top. See, when you get to the top, that's when you're supposed to be getting all the women attraction. But for the guys that's on semen retention and they still at the bottom, they still got to worry about women attraction and focus on their purpose. So they got to worry about two things. They got to worry about women attraction and focusing on their purpose. But for you guys to get no women attraction, you only got to worry about one thing. That's purpose. Or finding your purpose if you haven't found it. See, this is why it's a good thing that you're not getting no women attraction. So a lot of guys, they be on here bragging, you know, about how a woman did this or how a woman did this. And like I said, I have done women attraction stories in the past just to prove that it's real. But, you know, it's a distraction to be real. No, I don't think women attraction is really a good thing on semen retention. Unless you at the top, unless you get to the top, then you at the top. You know, you making $1 million a year or $1 million a month or whatever. You know, you happy in life where your finances is. Then the woman attraction start coming, but you good because you already made it. Then, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with, you know, all that women attraction because you got the status to actually match it. But guys, man, no women attraction is really, really good on semen retention, man. It's good for your mindset. Good for your health. You know, it's good for everything, man. You have no pressure when it comes down to women. When you get on women attraction, I mean, when you get on semen retention, I'm talking about when you get on women attraction. See, I'm maybe with my mind thinking about women attraction so much. But guys, it's a good thing, man. And be proud that you don't have no women attraction. Be proud of that. No, like I said, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man, to have no women attraction. When you at the bottom, trying to climb your way up. But you deserve the woman attraction when you get at the top, not at the bottom. See, for the guys that's, you know, and no homo, you know, they got features, they still dealing with all this women attraction at the bottom. Why they at the bottom? You know, so they getting distracted. You know, they getting all these distractions. So they got to deal with more. They got to deal with more things. They got more pressure on them. They got more tests to pass. See, it's a lot of tests to pass when you're getting all this women attraction. Don't let these guys fool you. You know, don't let these guys make it seem like women attraction is so good. You know, when you're at the bottom trying to get to the top, when you want semen retention, when it comes down to your goals or your finance, but don't let these guys make it seem like it's so good, because it's not when you're at the bottom. Because you gotta pass a lot of tests. You know, you gotta hold yourself back. You know, you gotta do all this. You gotta reconsider. You gotta choose purpose over pleasure a lot. You might have to say this No, when you get around women in your head, purpose over pleasure, purpose over pleasure. When you get all this women attraction. But if you get no women attraction, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You know, you can stay focused. You know, you can put all your energy into your purpose instead of, you know, this women attraction. A lot of guys, they're putting all their energy into this women attraction. Doing semen retention for women attraction. Guys, stop doing it for the women attraction. That's not a good thing. You're supposed to be getting the women attraction once you become successful. That's when you're supposed to be getting the women attraction. Really, the most women attraction, I would say, is when you become successful. But guys, man, you know, women attraction, to me, I'm just keep it real. Even though I've done videos about it in the past, and I'm probably going to end up doing some more videos about it, to be real, but it's really overrated. I'm going to keep it real. It is really overrated, the women attraction. And really, to be real with y'all, the women attraction, it only attract women that's already attracted to you. See, it's not attracting women that's really not attracted to you. That's not true. Because if a woman finds you not good looking, she just finds you not good looking. It don't matter about no semen retention or nothing like that. She just finds you no good looking. Okay? So that's just the truth. But no women attraction is a good thing. That's a positive thing. People trying to act like women attraction, gaining women attraction is a positive thing. But really, you know, mentally, they thinking backwards. If you think women attraction is good and you're not where you want to be in life, you got more to deal with, bro. You got more distractions in this world when you gain all this women attraction. But when you're not gaining no women attraction, you can only distract you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you gain the women attraction, you can only distract you. But at the same time, when there's no women attraction, you got to worry about nothing at all. You're free mentally. You feel better mentally. You think about purpose a lot more. See, when you get all this women attraction, sometimes you do slip and think about pleasure. You do slip and think about lust. Sleeping with these women that's giving you this women attraction. You do think about that. And a lot of guys, not all guys, but a lot of guys, they end up relapsing. Just to keep it real. They end up relapsing. So this is nothing but the truth. Trying to make sure my camera don't cut off. All right, we still rolling. Because, you know, my camera's in the heat. You know how it is. Your camera get overheated. It say temperature, all that stuff. But back to what I was saying, man. It's a wonderful thing not to have no women attraction, man. You know, you should love your life. Because when you was out there chasing women, you were just putting all your energy towards women. Putting all your focus towards women. Letting them steal the focus off you. You was letting them women do that. When you was chasing women. When you wasn't on semen retention. You was letting women do all that. But now you on semen retention. Now you know your worth. See, you didn't know your worth when you was out there chasing women. You didn't know your worth. I didn't know my worth when I was out there chasing women. I just was doing it because that's what society told me to do. But once I got on semen retention, I said, wait a minute now. You know, you become aware of female nature. The manipulation. The gaslighting. You become aware of that stuff. The narcissistic personality disorder. You become aware of female nature when you get on semen retention. You be like, man, not all these women, but a lot of these women, that's how they are. They're succubus. Jezebels. Narcissistic. Manipulative. And you like, man, most of these women, they're no good for me. Not saying no woman is, you know, no woman is good for you. Or no woman is good for me. But I'm just saying most of them. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just focus on myself. I'm not where I want to be at in life. So I'm going to just focus on myself. And look where it's got me. You know, I'm doing better monetized on YouTube. Never thought that I'll be able to make it passive income. But it's not, and even though it's not about just the money on YouTube, but, you know, just reaching goals. Just seeing myself grow. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, no women attraction. See, this is what happens when you have no women attraction. You're going to see yourself grow when you get on semen retention. You're going to have more energy. You're gonna have more willpower to do what you need to do. You're gonna have the mindset to do what you need to do. No, when you have women attraction, you still gonna have lust in the mindset. Sometimes, let's keep it real. You're gonna still have lust in the mindset. But when you have no women attraction, see, it's up to you to really, think about women. Think about women online. To watch some women shake their butt online. To watch them women, do all this nasty stuff, show you their tongue with the tongue ring in, and all this. That's up to you. So you have to go look for the women when you get no women attraction on semen retention. And I know you're not looking for no women on semen retention, because if you on semen retention, you're trying to focus on your purpose. You're trying to focus on your goals. You're trying to better your life on semen retention. But guys, man, I'm telling you, no women attraction, man, you better thank God that you ain't got it like that. You ain't got it. That's fine. You're not on semen retention for women. Most of these guys that's bragging about, women attraction like way too much. I'm talking about way too much. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, they're relapsing. They're not gonna tell you that to your face. They ain't gonna tell you that to your face, but I'm just saying, bro. This is not what this journey is about. It's about becoming more spiritual, becoming more self-aware of what's in your way in life. What's stopping you? And what's stopping you is you. It's not even women attraction or no women attraction. What's really stopping you is you. So you better be happy, that you're getting no women attraction, man. You can really focus in and dominate whatever profession and field you choose to go into, to pursue as a purpose or career. You can just dominate, man. Nothing gonna be in your way with no women attraction. I promise you. And that's the best thing that a man can have. Of course the women attraction gonna come once you get to success, because it's supposed to come. Then it's up to you if you want to stay on semen retention or not. Because you already making the money, you already satisfied with the money that you're making once you become successful. Either you satisfied with it or you're not. So, it's up to you to stay on semen retention or not. It's not my personal opinion to say, oh, since you're not on semen retention for the rest of your life, even though you're successful, that you're not a man. I would never say that. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because you did what you had to do, you became successful. But guys, don't be worrying about, this woman attraction, man. Trying to make sure I'm still rolling. Don't be worrying about the woman attraction, man. I'm telling you. I heard a guy, young dude, he was like, when the women attraction come? When does it come? Bro, women attraction is you shouldn't be worrying about women attraction. That's not what this journey is about. A lot of you guys, y'all don't want to level up. Y'all want to relapse because y'all getting on semen retention for the wrong reason. You getting on semen retention to attract, to this beautiful goddess, the woman of your dreams, just to have sex with her. That's what a lot of guys get on semen retention for. Just to attract the woman of your dreams, just to relapse. That's pathetic. That's ridiculous. You a waste. You shouldn't even be on semen retention if you're doing it for the woman attraction, bro. You're gonna fail in life. You done go back to square one. You're gonna fail if you're doing it for the woman attraction. Man, I'm trying to level up. I'm not worried about these women right now. I'm not where I want to be. To keep the truth blood raw, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be, in that top 10%. I want to get up there, bro. I want to get up there with them guys. I can make millions. I know I can do it. I got it in me. I got the hustle in me. I got the discipline in me. You got it in you too. But what's stopping you is you, not the woman attraction. It's really you. And two, what used to stop me was me. When I don't worry about women attraction, what used to stop me was me. No women attraction is the best thing that can happen. See, you see why Ryan? No women attraction on semen retention is the best thing that can happen. I'm telling you, bro, because you see clearly. You don't have no type of fog. You ain't got no Jezebel on this side. You ain't got no narcissistic personality woman on this side. No, you ain't got no succubus in front of you. You ain't got none of these type of women in front of you. All you got is your purpose. Knowing God. Keeping you well-rounded and grounded. And rooted. And stand on the path to your purpose. God, stay on the path to your purpose. See, these women, they're focusing on them. Why you think a lot of these women making more money than men? Let's talk about it. A lot of these women making more money than men because they focusing on them. See, they was taught to focus on them. See, and we was taught to focus on them. To supply their narcissism. Stop supplying these women narcissism. Stop giving these women your focus. Because whatever you put your focus on, that's what you put your energy towards. Put your energy towards you. Put your focus towards you. Not these women. See, this is why women attraction is so overrated. And no women attraction, that's what we need to be talking. That's what most guys need to be posting about. On semen retention. That's a really good benefit. No women attraction. That's a really good benefit. And plus, you don't need no women attraction if you down here. No, you down here. You don't need no women attraction way down here. You really supposed to be getting it when you get up there. At the top. You want to be at the top and get the women attraction. That's how it really supposed to happen. But unfortunately, some of us, we get women attraction at the bottom. And we got more to deal with. And it's not a good thing, bro. It's just not a good thing. No, you thinking about fapping when you get the women attraction? Yeah. You see a good looking woman out there in the world, at the store, or while you walking downtown. You know, you come back home, you just can picture that woman. You picture that woman, you smashing that woman. Pulling the hair, smacking her butt, giving her that rough sex. You might end up relapsing like that. All of a sudden, just because she smiled at you when you were downtown. I'm just saying. Or she looked at you and gave you the eye when you were walking in the store. And now you're going back home from the fap to that. You remember her face, you from the fap to it now. See, this is what happens when you get all this woman attraction, man. It can get you off course. I ain't saying to get all guys off course, because that's not true. But it's a lot of testing that goes on when it comes down to women attraction. So no women attraction is the best thing that can happen to you as a man. You ain't got to worry about taking these women out on dates. You ain't got to worry about, these women getting mad at you and doing things against you because you not getting into a relationship with them. You ain't got to worry about none of that, man. You just got to focus on you. That's it. All you got to do is focus on you. But guys, man, be thankful that you have no women attraction. Because the guys that's getting women attraction, I'm getting women attraction at my job. Women, they giving me problems because I'm not falling for them. They can't get me to get into a relationship with them. Because women, they want a good-looking guy just to, boost up their status. Just to stroke their ego. Just to tell other girls that they got a good-looking guy. I'm just saying. And then when you don't give into it, it causes problems at your job. They get mad at you. They start doing things against you. So, this is what happens when you get all this women attraction, man. It's not a good thing. It's really not. Because you're not worrying about relationships on semen retention. You're worrying about trying to focus on your purpose. And it's all just a bunch of tests, a bunch of drama, a bunch of mess that you don't need in your life. And you got to have a lot of discipline to dodge all of this stuff. Plus, you can prepare yourself and stay focused on nothing but greatness. You can be great. You can go as far as you want to go when there's no women attraction, man. I mean, your mindset, like I said, is much clearer. Much clearer. Your sexual urges is much lower. You don't get them as much when there ain't no women attraction. unless you go online, you know. But guys, no woman attraction is a good thing, man. You ain't gotta worry about you getting real horny when you get around women. Once you get into this real world and don't go out in public places, you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about women kissing at you and, when they walk past you, moving their hips to move their butt and all. You ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about women like, smiling at you in a flirtatious way.